Hey everybody, rayodaniel. Welcome back to my channel. I'm super excited about this video. It is going to be a little bit different, kind of crazy, because I'm going to be talking about onboarding, how to onboard new clients with Highlevel. But this is actually going to be really incredibly difficult for me to try to do this for you. The reason for this is because there are so many different possibilities of where you're at in your business that I want to make sure that it's most effective for you. So as I go throughout the video here, we're going to be talking about several different topics. Now, I do have chapters broken down in this video, so if you look in the description, you might want to jump to a particular chapter or topic to go over that for your onboarding process, but I'm going to have to start slow and kind of take it from the very beginning to make sure that you're in the right position for this video. Because if you're not, this video is not going to make sense, and you should stop watching it and go do something else first before you go through this particular process. But we're going to be talking about client onboarding and even some migration in this particular video. So I'm super excited to bring this to you. People have been asking about it here, so here it is. I'm finally delivering it, and again, I'm super happy, super excited. Alrighty, so let's get started. First of all, let's kind of look at where you're at in your business. First of all, at this particular point, if you're watching this video, you need to have your Highlevel account set up. You need to have your agency account configured, and you need to have your business sub account completely configured. You need to have your Stripe connection done. You need to have all of your integrations done. You need to have all of that finished before we even start adding clients. Because if you're just getting started and you have not done that, please do yourself a favor. Pause this video, bookmark it, whatever you need to do. This video is not for you right now. What you need to do is, in the description, I have a free Highlevel course that goes over all the things I just talked about. How to get your account created, how to set up your agency account, how to get all of your stuff done, because your business needs to be transferred into Highlevel first before you can start using it for your clients. Hopefully that makes sense. So if you're not set up correctly, then I would say do that first before you do all the other stuff for your clients. Otherwise, it's probably not going to be the best way for you to proceed. So go look at my Highlevel free course. It's below. Whether you signed up for me or not, you can go take a look at it. But I am a Highlevel affiliate. If you have not signed up for Highlevel, if you're still looking at this, please use my affiliate link. I really do appreciate it. I do get credit. My job as an affiliate is to help you be successful. I want to give you, the person who's using Highlevel, all the tools that you need to get this thing up and going as quickly as possible. So if you want to click on the my link in the description below. That right there will get your account created. You can go through my free account, get all of that stuff done, created and done first. Once you're done with that, then this video is ready for you, because the video that I'm talking about right now, this is where you have your business completely set up on Highlevel, and you are now taking on clients. So you have additional sub accounts that you're creating for your clients, and this is what I'm describing in this particular video. So let's get started. Now, one of the things about this video, again, sorry about that, but one of the things about this video is it's not going to be an all-inclusive video. I have several different videos that I've created that will niche down into every little subcategory of Highlevel and allow you to configure it on my channel. So I don't want to sit back and spend hours and hours going over that material again. So what I'm going to do here in this video is just go over the high level. Here's the things that you need to do. Here's what you need to think about. Here's what you need to get configured. Now, if you don't know all of those particular setups, you can look at my individual videos on my channel. That will go step by step on how to get each one of these created, because some people may find parts of Highlevel easier and other parts of Highlevel more difficult. So you might be able to get some parts of it done yourself. Other parts that you may not know about, you might want more detailed instructions. So that's what the videos on my channel are for. So I believe that's everything that we need here. So now that we've said all that, let's go ahead and get started. Now, you as an agency owner, or even as a consultant, you're getting started. You have clients that you're going to be getting set up here. Now, your services could be anything from, you could be selling website hosting for somebody, and that's all that they do, all the way to a full-blown, agency. They're utilizing every aspect of Highlevel, and they're on your topmost plan. They're paying for additional services through your agency. You can have everything from, the low end to the high end person on this setup. So I've created some cheat sheet notes over here. So forgive me if I look over here. It's kind of a lot, and I want to make sure I don't forget anything. So just please forgive me if I'm checking my notebook over here. So I know it's been through a lot, but I want to make sure this video is most effective for you, and it is complete and extensive regarding what it's going to be doing. I've seen other videos out on YouTube that have been very disappointing, that you watch it and you're just like no better off than when you started. So it's just a complete waste of your time. This video will be a little bit longer because it will be more in depth about what you really need to do to get your account set up and how you should set your business up for success. So now that I've said that, let's go ahead and move forward. As an agency, whenever you get a new client, now setting this setup process really is going to depend upon which high-level plan you're on. So let me talk about that for a minute. That's another particular niche that you might be able to that's going to be different in this particular video is, are you on the Agency Pro, the $497 plan? Or are you on the Agency Unlimited plan, the $297 plan? So it really does vary depending upon what you're going to be doing. I'm going to be going over people who are on the $297 plan. Now, if you're on the $497 plan, a lot of this stuff that we're going to talk about here is completely automated, and you don't need to do any of this. Unfortunately, if you're at the $297 plan, everything that you need to do in Highlevel is manual. Now, Highlevel is a great tool. They give you unlimited everything, no matter what you use, unlimited websites, unlimited CRMs, unlimited funnels, unlimited everything. But at the $297 plan, number one, a lot of the automation is not given to you until you upgrade to the $497 plan. So if you're going to be using the SaaS configurator, if you're going to be looking at rebilling, which means you're going to be charging your clients for things like, we're right here at the SaaS configurator. We could take a look at it here. So Twilio resell, so you're upcharging your clients over phone or text messaging. You're upcharging them on the email resell for them sending out emails. Any of the new workflow features that are exclusive of the premium features in the workflows, you can upsell. The email verification, the new content AI for writing blog posts and writing emails, and that new kind of integrated feature. All of these things you're allowed to charge. If you just take a look at this little thing, you can go anywhere from 1 to 10 times what Highlevel charges you. That's called rebilling. You could rebill your clients for that and make money off every client for every email, phone call, text message that they send. So that's something that you can only do on the $497 plan. Now, when people sign up on the $497 plan, there's an automation process. You can configure that completely. Now, if you sign up using Highlevel with me, you will be getting my affiliate Snapshot and my affiliate onboarding course that in turn comes with that snapshot that you give your client, so that your client can literally go through all the stuff that we're going to be talking about here. If you want them to, you can give that to them and they could use that, or you could set it up yourself, whichever you prefer. But right now with the affiliate snapshot that I give, I have a lot of workflows. We're going to take a look at that snapshot here in this example because I am going to use it to create an account for this. But one of the nice things about that is that there is a SaaS onboarding funnel that I give you, so that when you go through that particular process, you customize it, you put your logo on there, change some colors, but ultimately you send your customers through there, they pick what plan they want, they choose the plan, they purchase a plan, and then Highlevel on the $497 plan will automatically create their account. They will set the security up, they'll create all the user accounts, they'll email the user all the login information. All of that stuff will be done. A lot of that stuff is what I'm going to manually do in this video for the people who have the $297 plan. Now, I realize that having the $497 plan is a little bit more expensive, but in my opinion, it's completely, totally worth it. Even if you have a handful of clients, you can easily cover the cost of that every single month and have all the automation to make onboarding a piece of cake. Because what I tell people who have the $297 plan is the $297 plan is very affordable. It's very cost effective. However, there's a lot of manual work that needs to be done there. Whenever you're doing manual work, that's one of the things that I don't like personally. Manual work introduces errors because you have to manually do it. Mistype things, you put in the wrong address, you put in the wrong phone number, take your pick. Manual entry, you're going to end up making some mistakes at some point, and that's going to be a limit or a bottleneck in your business. keep in mind, let's just say you really push this out, you start doing ads, you start going crazy, you start getting 5, 10, 20 customers a week signing up. That's a lot of work, as you're going to see from what we're going to do here. It's going to be a lot of work to do all that manually at the $297 plan, whereas at the $497 plan, a lot of that automation is done for you, and you don't even have to worry about it because your accounts are created just like that with Highlevel. So that's one of the big benefits that I push people to the $497 plan if you're on the $297 plan. But what I wanted to do is create a video for those people who are on the $297 plan, because this is where people mostly get started. This is where they begin. It's the most cost-effective plan to have unlimited number of clients, websites, and so forth, even if it is a manual process. So now, having said that, I know we're already into the video for a little bit, but I really wanted to give you a good basis of where you're at to determine how to go from here. So let's get started. Let's just say you have an agency, you're at the $297 plan, and you want to start adding clients. So let's go ahead and start doing that. As an agency level, you're going to come into the menu on the sub accounts. Once you create the sub account, you're going to come over here and say create sub account. Now, these are all the things that you have to do manually, okay, with the $297 plan. Now, depending upon your niche, I don't know what you do, because some niches, you might want to have a specific snapshot that you use for that. And if you don't know what snapshots are exactly, again, I don't want to take all the time on this video to go through it. I have a whole other video of snapshots on my YouTube channel. Take a look at that, and that'll help you understand how to create it and how to build it specifically for your niche. So, but here, Highlevel, if you take a look, there's a couple of different options that we have on here. First of all, SaaS account. Now, are you going to create a SaaS account? Meaning, you're going to, when you create a SaaS account, that means it's going to be fit into one of those tiers, either the low end, the mid tier, or the high tier SaaS plan. Now, some of you may not want to have your customers included on a SaaS plan because, again, like I mentioned earlier, what if you're just selling a client right now a website hosting fee? So that's all you're doing. You migrated their WordPress site over, or you rebuilt their site in Highlevel, and now you're charging them $20, $40, whatever it is a month for website hosting and changing. If you do that, that's not a SaaS account. You'll need to create a regular account for that. So one of the things about it is that if you create a regular account, that's something that you can particularly define what services and charges you charge them. You can always upgrade to SaaS later, but if you do upgrade to SaaS, I don't believe there's a downgrade on there. Once you're at SaaS, that's all you can do. So pick wisely. Now, we're going to click regular account for this one, just to make it easier. Now, once we click the account here at the top, notice that there are several different snapshots that we can use. Vertical, these are the ones that Highlevel provides. Now, I love Highlevel. It's a great tool, but I have to admit, and I'm just going to say this, some of these snapshots can be a little bit older, and they do take a little bit more work to get set up and modernized for just current usage. So you can try these. They do have niche ones, as you can see here, but you have other snapshots like the ones that you own. These are the snapshots that you build. You can pick between any of these snapshots, or you can actually buy a snapshot, or somebody could share a snapshot with you, and then that becomes under imported. So these are all the ones that we have. Right now, I am going to choose the affiliate snapshot because that's the affiliate snapshot that I give to all of the affiliates that sign up under my link, because I want to give you the most I can to help you be successful right out of the gate and just have stuff that you can just turn on and have it start working. So we're going to go ahead and select that and continue. Now, with this particular screen, this is where you could search for businesses that might be already listed on like Google My Business. So you can type in the search criteria for it. I will not do that here for this. I'm just going to add this manually. But if there was a local business, or the person already has that service for Google My Business listed, you would type in the name of the business, the address, and it would populate. So I'm just going to type in, if we do like a massage spa, notice it gives you a list of places over here. You can pick whatever you want. I'm not going to do that here, but you can just type that in, and that's what happens, what it gives you. I'm just going to go ahead and say add account manually. This means I have to add all of this information in here. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fill out this just real quickly here. And this is just going to be completely fake data, so forgive me. But I just want to show you. All I'm just going to call this Elite Agency. If you're watching this video and you own a company named Elite Agency, my apologies. I'm just throwing that up, pulling that out of the air. This is not meant to represent your business. It's just something I want to just create here. So we're going to do 123 Main Street. Let's do San Francisco. Country, we're going to sit back and scroll down all the way here to the United States. What other country you're in, you're going to pick whatever country you're in. I'm just going to select the United States. So right now we'll just say California, and forgive me, I have no idea where that is, so I'm just going to put 90210. I know that's like Beverly Hills. So put in a fake number here. Website, time zone, we just need to be specific of what time zone they're in. Once we do that, we just simply click save. That's all the information that Highlevel needs right now to get the sub account set up. What this does is it creates all of the sort of the business in a box. So this is the environment that your client will be working in, and they'll get all of the features of Highlevel inside of this account. Now, when we create this account, now what we need to do is go into the account and begin setting some things up. So right now, I'm going to switch over to sub account. Now here inside of the sub account, notice that we have in this area, Elite Agency, San Francisco. So that is a client that we had just set up. Inside here, one of the first things that you want to do is go to the Launchpad and go through and set all of these things up inside the Launchpad. So when you do this, you might want to do this with your client. If not, you're going to need to gather data regarding your client, regarding what their Google login, their Google password is, and things like that. My suggestion is when you do this, you need to be on a Zoom call with them if you're going to do this, or you can sit back and use the onboarding course that's included with this particular snapshot. So I'll show you what that's like real quick. I'm going to come right back to this, but if you go under sites, if you go under memberships and products, notice that you get in here a high-level onboarding training already. You can click on that, and inside here, they're going to go over the Launchpad, phone system, domain setup, all these things that are in here, depending upon how much you want to move in initially. There's training for all of the information in here for onboarding that allows the client to walk through and do this themselves. Or if you're going to be, depending on the level of client that you have, you may just want to hold their hand and make this correctly. That way they don't do it wrong and get stuff set up and then they cancel it because they're frustrated. So you might want to just hop on a Zoom call with them and go through all of this with them, but let them know that this course is completely available to them. Whenever they want to, they can go in here and look at any of the information to tell them how to do all of this. So I'm going to hop back up in here to the Launchpad. So right now, Google My Business. So when you do this, you're going to need to sit back and it'll open up and log in and log into their Google My Business. This is where they need to sit back and log into their Google account, which will connect their Google Analytics. If that account, it connects to a Google Analytics account, it'll also connect to their Google My Business account. All of that stuff will need to be set up and configured. Once that's done, then Highlevel can effectively move data back and from, for instance, like reviews. So the review, Highlevel can read the reviews that come in. They can let you know when you get new reviews. You can use the sort of review widget that we're going to go over later to put those on your website and dynamically update your client's website based upon the new reviews that they get, which is an awesome feature. But all of that stuff needs to be done here first. They'll need to go through and create their connect a Facebook account. Again, you connect it, it'll log into Facebook. They'll have to do that themselves or give you the information. I would suggest having them do it. Me personally, I don't want to know their usernames or their passwords because I want to have deniability in case anything goes wrong that, hey, I don't know your password. I don't know any of that other stuff. You did that yourselves. That way it limits me and my liability to their account in case something happens. So right now, connecting the website chat widget. This is going to be a little bit tricky. So when the website chat widget, you're going to have to make a decision. Is the client's website going to be hosted within Highlevel, or is it going to be hosted on WordPress? Now, the WordPress, it doesn't really matter if the WordPress is hosted inside of Highlevel or outside of Highlevel. You could do either one of them. There is a video on my channel regarding that. So you can do either one of them, but it's a different setup if you have WordPress. So I'll kind of show you that if you do have WordPress, if you want to get the website chat widget, the best thing to do is to hop over inside of the, we'll look at both examples here, but let's just do the WordPress first. I've logged into a WordPress site that I already have set up. So right now, what you need to do is go to the plugins and add the lead connector plugin, this plugin right here, lead connector. Now, when you download that plugin, you're going to add it, you're going to activate it, you're going to go to the settings. You will then have to copy this API key. Where's the API key? Great question. So you're going to come back into your settings, into your account. You're going to come into your settings. You're going to come into your business profile. Your API key is right here. So right there, you're going to click on this little clipboard icon. You're going to copy it. You come over here, you paste this big long API key in here. You're going to click save. You get this little check mark right here, which indicates that you're connected and everything is good. When you get that, you come into the chat widget, you click on the box that says enable, pull and save data. You can even go into the funnels area if you have a funnel that you want to display or post on your website, like on a particular page. You can add that funnel in if you want to as well, all using the lead connector app. Now, I'm going to scroll back out here. For the website chat widget, if you have a website hosted inside of Highlevel, it is super easy. So here, if you go to sites, notice that these are a couple of the funnels that you get with the affiliate funnel that I have. Just a simple book with me, like a personal calendar, strategy call type booking, a suspension and renewal funnel, which is awesome. So if you have a client that credit card doesn't go through and they don't pay and the credit card gets denied, you can actually set your account up to have it deny them access and show them the suspension and renewal funnel the next time they try to log in, so that they can go through the process of updating their credit card, getting their payment done. All of that stuff can be completely automated, either with $297 or the $497 plan. And then this is the SaaS onboarding funnel. But right now what I want to do is just look at the website. Right now there is one website template that I provide inside of here, and it's just a Linktree page. So if you've never heard of Linktree, it's a great way for social media to have all of your links compared to one. So you have one link on all of your social media. It goes to your Linktree page. Inside of your Linktree page, you have multiple particular links. It's mobile friendly for your mobile phone, so people can hit it, choose whatever option that they want to, whether or not to go to your website, buy a product, buy a service. Those templates are included in here as well. So right now what I wanted to do is open this up. Inside of here, if you want to go to settings, this little option right down here for your website chat widget here. So this right here should be, yeah, it's already enabled here, so good. So that right there is what we need. Now, if you wanted to, if you didn't want to use the lead connector WordPress site, you can come over here to this area right here and get the code. They do offer you code if you wanted to go through and update the body section of your website. It's a little bit more complicated if you didn't want to use a plugin and you just want to copy and paste code, but that can give you your website chat widget as well. So here, if you go to, I'm just going to use my personal website, rayodaniel.com. Notice down here at the bottom, it does offer you this little website chat widget. If you can see that behind me here, forgive me, my video's in the way, but that little bubble website chat widget pops up and you get this nice little form that you have that people can communicate with you. So that's definitely something that you want to set up for your clients, because that's one of the quickest ways to get new leads from people visiting your website, to send you leads and then to create a text communication back and forth. So now that I've kind of gone through that, I want to go back to the dashboard, creating a Stripe account. Before you can get anything done here, if these people, the client, actually utilizes Stripe, meaning they accept payments through Stripe, they sell products and services themselves, they will need to get their account set up through Stripe before they can do any payment processing. So to get that connected, you just simply click the connect button. The connect button will then go out and you log into your Stripe account. You will need to have admin access for that, username, password. You log into your account. What Highlevel does then, it connects to your Stripe account and then pulls all of your product information down and makes it available, so that if you wanted to, you can simply, if you want to go, for example, here to payments, and you want to go to products, this is where you would list all your products for websites, funnels, whatever you want to sell. Notice here at the top, there are create product manually. Let me move this over. Create product manually or import from Stripe. So that's a great feature. But Stripe has to be connected. But if you have all of your products configured through Stripe already, products and services, import from Stripe, pull them right in. You don't need to recreate them again. Again, you're up and going really quick. But this process has to be done first before you do any of your websites or funnels or start building any of that, because your products have to be done first before you can add them to the funnel page to sell. So going back to the Launchpad, Yext is a third-party services for like directory company information synchronization across multiple different databases of the internet. This is the third-party billing that you can charge your clients for. If it's, I personally love using Yext. It's a local search engine optimization feature that will get get the client's information, excuse me, accurate across multiple different internet directories. All of this stuff can be done with Yext. They charge you, I think, at the time of this video, $30 a month, and then you could charge your client anything that you want to charge them for that. Again, you could rebill them for that, and now all of their information inside of Highlevel gets synchronized across like 60 or 80, or it could even be more by now, different database directories to make sure that if it's a local business and somebody is searching for it on their phone, they will find that business, whether it be Google Maps, Apple Maps, Google My Business, whatever it is, those things, you'll be able to find the local business, and they may very well get a customer lead out of that. So here, if you want to, you can set up WordPress. Again, you can host WordPress inside of Highlevel. If you're interested, take a look at my WordPress video that goes over all of that. I won't do any of that, but then quickly add one or more team members. Here's where you can sit back, and you have to do this initially for the first client, because you have to be able to configure what at least one user to log in and begin using it. So right now we're just going to click on add. I'll tell you what, let's just, instead of doing that, let's go to the settings and let's go to the My Staff area. Notice here there is nobody configured. So moving on, the next thing that we need to do, besides getting all the Launchpad items fixed, is to get the employee set up. Again, you have to set up at least one person. My recommendation is to create an admin user, and then that admin user, once they go through and get trained on how to add new users, they can add as many users as on their staff, and then they can handle that instead of you having to create 5, 10, 20 different accounts, which could be painful. Just saying. So here what we're going to do is we're going to click on Add Employee. I'm going to go over these briefly. If you want a full breakdown of all this, please look at the other video regarding user setup on my channel. It goes into much detail. It's about a half-hour video of how to do all this and all the settings. So here, basic information. This personal logo, I should pretty much put like a selfie video, or sorry, a selfie image of the employee, so that when you look at that employee, you'll see the picture of them. So fill out all their information, first name, last name, email, phone, password. All of these things have to be configured by you initially. You will have to set a password for this. You can go to a password generator, generate your own, whatever you want. It does have to be a complicated password, but you need to generate a password, write it down, and then after you create this account, you will need to send them an email saying you'll need to use your email for your login and use this password to log in initially. Then you will also need to send them your application name. So the application name is basically the white label name that you've already set up. Again, this was before you even did this video. The white label domain has to be set up, so it could be app.eliteagency.com or something like that. So whatever that is, you'll give them the website address. They'll give a username and password login, email for the username, whatever password you set up. They'll get logged in, and then they can begin configuring and doing their business. So hopefully that makes sense. Here, if you wanted to later on, this is where if you wanted to create additional calendars, you could assign this particular user to a particular calendar. If you're setting that up, maybe if you have a big sales team, you could do that here. But right now, the only calendar we have in here is sort of a book with me, like a strategy call calendar. It's the only one that I've set up, and I'm allowing you as the agency owner to create as many other calendars as the client wants, or to be able to create their own calendars. So I'm not sure what they need. Next, user permissions. This is where it gets a little bit tricky. Look at all of these options that we get that you can toggle on and you can toggle off. So for the admin user, I would recommend leaving all of these on. We don't really want to limit the admin user. However, this is another little option that we have. If they're on a SaaS plan, okay, if they're on a SaaS plan or they're under a regular account that you want to limit what they have access to, you have to turn these features off. For instance, if you wanted to do, for instance, website hosting that we talked about, website hosting only needs access to the website area. So if we take a look here, notice right here, I'm going to blow this up, there's websites. So if we wanted to, you can turn all of these things off. They don't need access to this, to campaigns, appointments, because you didn't give them a calendar. They can't do appointments. No more bulk requests. They don't have funnel building. They're not going to access the funnels. They're not going to have CRM in the conversations area. No review management. No membership sites. All of that stuff. Lead value. You're not going to be able to have opportunities or pipelines. They just get websites. So do you see, this is where you would have to go through and turn all of this stuff off. No workflows, no social media planning, no call reporting. You're not selling them reporting here. And really, this is where I'm saying it all goes back to what you want to give them and what plan they're paying for. So, but you see all the things that you would need. If they don't want to accept payments, then you're not going to give them that. If you don't want them to have access to the content AI, AdWords, marketing tags, you get the point for this. Now, for settings, I will say, you probably want them to have access to settings because they will need to go in and maybe change some company values, but you will need to turn off all the stuff that you don't want them to use. Now, if you don't really care right now, if they're not really going to be accessing the dashboard and they're only going to be accessing the Lead Connector app, which we'll talk about here in a little bit, maybe not a little bit, just in a bit on this video, then you can just leave all this stuff on, and if they utilize it, who cares? That may be completely up to you, but I did want to specify, if you're using the $497 Agency Pro plan, this is where you don't even need to do any of this. Highlevel will look at the SaaS configurator for whatever plan they're buying, look at the features in that plan, and turn off all the other features that are not included in the plan that they bought. So all of that stuff is done automatically. The user account part is automatically created. You don't need to do any of this. As soon as they sign up on your funnel, they pay their fee. Their sub account is automatically created for them. They'll have to walk through the process. That sub account will be created. Their user account will be created. They'll get an email with the login. All of that stuff will be done, and you don't need to do any of the stuff that we've already done here so far. So moving on, for the roles, initially for the first user, I would make them an admin because you want them to have access to do everything, like to add more users and so forth. Call or voice settings. If you did want to have, we're going to talk about the phone system here in a little bit, but if you want to give, if you want to have a phone number specifically for a particular user, then you can assign that phone number to a particular user. And if you did, you will need to upload their voicemail settings here. Upload an MP3 file. Hi, this is Ray. I'm unavailable to get to the phone call right now, whatever that is. This is the voicemail greeting that they will get for that particular line once you assign it to them. Moving on, user availability. This becomes very important if you have a user that's a part of a sales process and they use calendars. It could be your business, for instance, could be in the Eastern time zone. You could have employees that are overseas in the Philippines, in India, Russia, UK, Australia. You can have people in California. You need to make sure that you pick whatever time zone they're in, what hours of operation that they have. It's very important to get that configured here, because if you don't do that here, Highlevel will not be able to automatically adjust a calendar. If that user is assigned or put as a user within that calendar, it won't be able to figure out what time zone they're in and if they're available at certain times or not. So I know it gets complicated. I do have a whole other video on calendars on my website. Check it out. But that right there is important to do on the user basis. Now, if this is an admin user that's not going to be doing sales calls, you don't need to do anything here if they're not going to have a particular calendar. Now, this user calendar configuration, this is really something that once the account is created, you need to go inside of that particular user account. You would log into your settings and you would connect your Google Gmail calendar or even your Outlook calendar to your account so that you can synchronize your business appointments on your personal calendar. Likewise, you can set up a one-way sync that would push all the calendars from your business to your personal calendar, so they would show up on your phone, and you can look at them just on your calendar app. Otherwise, you'd have to use the Lead Connector app and open it up and then look at the particular calendars inside of there for your appointment settings. But one of the nice things that Highlevel gives you is the ability to do a two-way sync. So let's just say you have a doctor's appointment on one day between a certain period, then Highlevel will block that out because that data will kind of get synced as private back to Highlevel, and then Highlevel will know that you're not available during that time frame. So hopefully that's it. That's a pretty cool configuration, but you will need to be able to at least get the one user set up as an admin so they can get logged in their account. Depending on how many other people they need to create, you can create them all yourself or have them do it. So alrighty, so next thing on the list here is setting up the phone connections. So right now, here's a big pushback that I get for people who are wanting to use a Lead Connector phone number and change all their public-facing phone numbers to the Lead Connector phone number. You're going to get a lot of pushback here. I always do myself, and I'm going to show you how you can overcome it. Now, what people are going to say is, I don't want a new phone number. People know my phone number. This is the phone number that they've always used. I don't want to change the phone number because people are not going to be able to get a hold of me if we don't use the same phone number. Okay, Mr. Business Owner, Mr. Client, I completely understand. Here's what's going to happen. I'm going to give you a new public-facing number. All of your other clients that you've always had, the number that they have for your business will still exist. When they call you, they'll call you directly. It'll go directly to your business line and will not go through Highlevel. However, the new Highlevel number that we're going to set up here, we're doing that for a particular reason. The reason for that is when people call that Highlevel number, we want to make sure that Highlevel tracks the inbound call, when it is, how long it is. You can potentially even do call recording. You can do all that kind of cool stuff. But the biggest thing is you're going to get the call statistics. How many people called you during a particular period, month, things like that. Now, when you do this, you can also take the phone number and set up a forward. So anytime somebody calls the main LC phone number, Highlevel is going to come in. Highlevel is going to detect it and report on it, but then all it's going to do is forward that over to your main phone number again. So hopefully you follow that. So from a customer is going to call your Lead Connector phone number. The Lead Connector phone number in turn is going to go to your business line. Your business line in turn is going to go to you. So the exact same process, but for all new customers that do not have your number and they call you, we want to be able to track that because that's the whole point of having Highlevel is to do call tracking, reporting, so that you can see how effective the Highlevel system is. Now, hopefully you got all that. So, and again, I have a whole other video of the Lead Connector phone system that goes into all depth about how to set all this up. But right now, let's just say if you needed to go here and you needed to create a new phone number, I have no idea what... I use San Francisco here area code. It's a 415 area code, so I have no idea what that was. So I'm going to do 415. I'm going to search. It's going to give me some viable options. Me personally, I don't care what number we use. I'm just going to pick one. Now you could pick one. You might want to refresh some of these for this, but if you come here, I'm going to show you how to do this. If you do 435 again. So if you click these and you don't like these particular numbers, you can just click search again. Typically, it gives you some different numbers and kind of cycles through some of the numbers that they give you. You pick it. Oh, I like that number. That number looks good. Yeah, hopefully you might get a better phone number, but you're going to do that. You're going to click save. Notice that they will charge you $1.15 per phone number. So just remember that. Now, the first phone number that you get, I'm not going to go through this particular process because I don't want to be charged on this, but you're going to click save. The phone number now is going to be added to your account here. It'll be listed as the default number. Now, typically, if you have the default number, that's the number that all communication, all text messaging, all things like that you send out of your account is going to be listed under. So, again, that should be like a main phone number. That phone number should not be assigned to any particular user. That's just bad practice. If you need to have another phone number for a user, create and add another phone number, pay another $1.15 a month, and then go into that phone number. it will not be the default number. Then you can go into the user configuration, go back underneath the phone area, and sit back and choose what phone number is assigned to that particular user. That way, when the phone call comes in, it will go directly to that user. That user's voicemail will play, and then that person has a dedicated phone number line. It won't ring any other place. So hopefully that makes sense. So what I do want to sit back and, well, let's go ahead and do this real quick here for this particular video, because I do need to show you one thing about this. So I'm just going to pick a number here, click save. Who cares? I just want to make sure that we have a number. I'm going to pick this particular number, and I'm going to click on edit. Here in this screen, you have a number name. You could just put, main number if you want. Here's what the important thing is. Forward calls to. This right here is where you're going to put the business line. The existing business number that they've always had, you're going to put that here. Okay, and that way all the phone numbers, when they call the main phone number, it's just going to be forwarded to the main business line. And all you're going to be using the high level number for is call tracking. Now, you can turn on some of these other ones and enable timeout features. I won't go through all that. You can look at the other video for the phone system to go over that. But you will need to set up a phone number to at least begin tracking. That's going to be good practice. So now, next thing we're going to need to do is download the Lead Connector mobile app. So if we do this right now, if we take a look here, you can do this for Apple, and you can do this for the App Store. You can download the Lead Connector. There's also a GoHighlevel mobile app as well. I suggest using the Lead Connector because this is what Highlevel calls their gray application, meaning it's not branded GoHighlevel, but Lead Connector will connect directly to your mobile app. And if you take a look here, here's just some of the pictures that you get. I also have a whole other video on my channel going over the mobile phone app, showing you all the things that you can do. Literally, your client can run their entire business for what they need on the mobile app. They can take calls, make calls, respond to text messages, send emails, do invoicing. They could do review management. They could do all that stuff, all from the Lead Connector mobile app. So check out the video, but the next thing you need to do is make sure your client gets logged in using their credentials to the Lead Connector mobile app, and they get very familiar with that, because they are not, most of the time, I'm just saying, they're not going to be in front of their computer, and they're not going to want to sit back and look at their desktop, be at their laptop every time they want to communicate with the client. The mobile device makes it much easier. That way, if, for instance, your client may be busy, and then all of a sudden they're not busy for a little bit, the client can then pull out their phone, open up the Lead Connector app, see who called, see who left a message, see the text messages they need to respond to, see any of the notifications that the workflows have created from people that have maybe called in, all these other kind of cool things. They can look at all that, respond to everybody before they get more customers. So that's that. So right now, the other thing I wanted to show you is if you did want to pick, for instance, I'm going to go back to the agency view here, to the sub accounts. Now here, if you want to create a sub account, remember here I told you that you could pick one of these verticals here. Okay, what you can do is you can pick one of these first. So maybe you have, day spa. I'm just going to use this, and you want to use this day spa that has some very specific website templates, messages, templates, automations, and things like that in it. You can create the account with that. And if you wanted to, you can then load the additional snapshot. For signing up underneath my link, you would get the affiliate snapshot. You can then load the affiliate snapshot into the same account. Let me show you how to do that. So here you could create it with this account first. Then you would sit back and come into the sub account that we're dealing with. Once you're in the sub account, you would click Actions, Load Snapshot. You would then get this, and you could come in here and take a look at, here's the affiliate snapshot. You could say Proceed. Notice in here, you could pick and choose what you want to bring in. So you can bring in just a calendar. That was one of the Book With Me calendars. There's several campaigns that we give on this. Custom fields, custom values that we have. Funnels and websites. We have several trigger links regarding reviews. A lot of workflows in here. So you see there's about 48 workflows that we provide in here. You can select which ones you want, which ones you don't want to configure in here. and then move forward and click proceed. So if we wanted to, we can click proceed. It's going to go through and check for conflicts. Right now it says there were a few conflicts. Yes, there were. Why? Because we created this account with the affiliate workflow snapshot. So these objects already exist, and there will be a complication. But here, if you wanted to, you could sit back and look at all of them, all of the complications, and pick and choose what you didn't want. But this is how you would add and load an additional snapshot in here for your particular clients. Now, real quick, snapshots are also a great way to deploy new features to your clients. So let's just say you develop a cool new workflow, an email campaign sequence, whatever that you want to deploy to multiple clients. You would create a sub account. You would create all that information in the account. You would create a snapshot. You would then take that snapshot, go to each particular sub account that you wanted to update them or give them this new feature, and you would do exactly what we just did here. You would go into the sub account, actions, load snapshot, pick the new snapshot that has all these new features that you want to deploy. You would select it, click proceed, boom, move it, and then all of that information would get dumped in their account, any new workflows, and then once that's done, you can email the client saying, hey, I just gave you a great new workflow, I just gave you a whole new customer follow-up email sequence, whatever you want to do, go check it out. Thank you so much for being a client, and we're going to always continue to provide you updates, whatever you want to do. So hopefully that's enough to kind of show you how that's going to work. So we've already kind of covered the website chat widget. Now, one of the other things I want to cover here is I'm going to go back to the elite agency that we created here, is going to the contacts area. Now, when you set this up, they will have no contacts. Now, out of everything in Highlevel, the core, like the center of everything inside of Highlevel, focuses on this CRM component, this component right here. Everything else in Highlevel revolves around it, because your customers and your CRM system is the core, should be the core of your entire system. Everything that you do, from your email, your text sequences, are going to be sent to customers. Any of your opportunities or pipelines are going to involve your customers. Any of the funnels, websites that you're going to be generating want to attract new customers, so they will need access to your customer. You see what I'm saying? All of this stuff revolves around this. So one of the things that you will need to do most likely is to do an import of their contacts. Now, this could be a little bit tricky. We're not going to do this extensively on this particular video, but what I want to show you is this is the toolbar. You get all these cool things that you can do. One of the things right here is import contacts. So if you click on this button, you can sit back and have a CSV file, which is a comma separated value file, easy to generate from one of the other systems that they have. You're going to download all of that data with their first name, last name, phone number, email, website, business name, take your pick, all these other fields associated with it. You're going to go through this particular wizard. You're going to click here and upload the file. You're going to upload that. There's going to be some field mappings where you have to match first name to first name, last name to last name, phone to phone, email to email, things like that. And then you can import all of the contact information into the CRM system. So if they're going to be using this, then you're going to need to be able to have to do this initially, because they're going to need to have all their customers brought in to this new account. Because again, think about this. Why are they signing up as an account with you? Because you're offering them all these benefits. And now once they're on your system, this Highlevel white label system that you have, they're going to be able to cancel all those other accounts that they have, and they won't have access to that data anymore. So you need to pull all that data out and move it into Highlevel. So the CRM is going to be an important part of that you need to make sure that you deal with. There's also, of course, another video on my channel dealing with CRMs extensively, importing, exporting, how to do all the custom functions, how to extend the schema for the contacts and for the CRM system to include more data. All of that stuff is in the video. I just don't have time to go over it now. This video is really about just onboarding and how to get your client's data into the Highlevel account. So let me see. So now that we've done that, the next thing that we have is going to be reputation management. So here we're going to go through, we're going to go into the settings and go into reputation management. Here, this is where we need to do a little bit of setup. So if you want to get them set up for their Google reviews, first of all, they're going to have to click a review link. And it's not going to work on this one because I haven't connected this to my Google My Business account yet. But if they've gone through the integrations and connected their Google My Business account, you should just be able to come here and click on the generate link button. I'm going to do it. It's going to fail. You'll need to connect your Google My Business first. So once you do that, you will now get a link that's generated by Highlevel that you can save, that you can send people. This review link will be used moving forward for any of the Google reviews that you want to send out. So you will need to do this first. And this whole setup literally just takes a few minutes. Now, when you do this, you unfortunately, because we don't have everything set up, a lot of these features are not enabled, but hopefully you should still be able to see them. Over here, you will be able to put an image in. So for your SMS review request, if you want to submit let's just see if I could put something in here real quick. I'm not sure if this is going to work exactly, so it may blow up in my face, but I think you need to have a link in here first. No, I think you need to be connected to Google My Business. Sorry about that. So, but this will be turned on. Notice that this is grayed out. We can come up here and turn that on. Here we can sit back and add an image, like a branded image for the account. You can select whether or not the image will be included inside of the SMS message. So that's something that you can do. You can change the message here for how you want to get this set up. You could leave it default, or you could use something as simple as like ChatGPT. ChatGPT is good for generating messages like this. If you already do that, you know it's free. You can go do that and have it generate a nice little text message for asking a customer for a review. You can click save. It gives you a little display over here regarding what this will look like when they receive it on their mobile phone. You can come in here with your email request to do the same thing. What subject do you want it to say? What's the heading? What's the message? Things like that. This is the way it's going to look. You can look at it from a mobile view, tablet, or laptop. And then right here, this is what it will look like whenever you do your widget. So this is your testimonial widget. This is where you can sit back, and once you get your Google My Business connected, you will need to come in here. Unfortunately, this is not available in the lead connector option, but you will need to copy this code and paste it on your website. And what you will get is you will get a Google review that pull in all of your Google reviews. Now, I believe I have one of these. Give me a second here with, I have a test site that was setting up here. But this basically is like an example or a breakdown of kind of what one example of it would look like. You would have testimonials. You would put in your Google reviews. Now, this review widget here, this code that we have down here at the bottom. Now, the nice thing about this is that this code does not just pull in Google reviews. It will pull in Google and Facebook, because you're connected to Facebook and you do get reviews on Facebook. So you can sit back and say, give me Google and Facebook reviews on here, and it will display them and it will be updated. You only do this one time, and then any new review that you get will automatically get pulled in and updated on the website. So once you set it up, you don't need to do it again. So hopefully that's what you'd be looking at. You can choose what it would say here in the title, any of your brand colors, background colors. Now, one of the nice things about it is that if you take a look here, notice on this one, this is what it would look like. And it can also say something like powered by, this is my agency on this one. But for this, if you didn't want to, you could say disable that. And now it will not show the powered by. So if you ever look at those widgets, it might be beneficial to have your company name on there. That might be beneficial. I don't know. That's going to be up to you whether or not you leave that on or not. But they can come in here and turn it off. But here's some of the brand colors. They will need to connect this, put it on their site, customer testimonials, and it pulls it in automatically. That's another great feature that you can add and get set up within just a few minutes. Now, one of the last things that we're going to talk about here, I know it's been a lot here, and thank you so much for staying with me, but this is a part of being onboarding and making sure that your client is set up, is moving their websites over, their websites and funnels. Now, this gets a little bit tricky, but the first thing that you need to do whenever you're setting up any website or funnel inside of Highlevel is you need to change the domain name from wherever it's pointing to Highlevel. So where do you do that? So here, if you wanted to, you can click on the settings, and in here you can go to your domains. So here, if you don't have it, you would simply click add new domain. Now, this screen is where you would configure all of it. You would leave this screen up, and let's just say if it was a lead agency, If somebody owns a lead agency, I don't mean to pick on you, so I'm so sorry. I just wanted to come up with a name, but let's just say it's eliteagency.com. So if this is the website that you want to add, you will need to go in, and I'm going to blow this up a bit. You will need to come in here and add 2 records to your DNS entry. So this is where you will need to have either be technical or have your website person get involved, but they will need to go to there, and you'll need to make a switch over. Now, typically, if you're going to do this, your old website or domain is going to stop working. So if this is sales funnel that's in use and is functioning, you will need to plan on this. There will have to be, maybe a little bit of an outage possibility, because it could take up to 48 hours for this thing to transfer, although mostly it could take within minutes to transfer. But you'll need to make sure that your new funnel and your new website is completely rebuilt inside of Highlevel, up working. You need to test all of that. And if you don't know how to do that, I have a funnels and website video on my YouTube channel. Take a look at it and it will help you out with that. But those need to be up and functional, 100% tested before you do this. Because when you do this, you're basically switching. Like, here's the old system, boom, you're switching it to the Highlevel system. And when you switch it, that means this old website is not going to work anymore. People are going to be directed into Highlevel, and they're going to go to the new Highlevel funnel and website. So you need to make sure you do this. You need to create an A record pointing to this IP address, and then you'll also need to create a CNAME record pointing to this. So for the eliteagency.com domain. So just follow the instructions here. Whenever you do that, you or your website guy will need to go out and do that and get that stuff completely finished. Whenever that's done, then you'll need to probably give it 5, maybe 10 minutes at most. Leave the screen up on Highlevel, but once you're done, you need to click add. Now, if you don't know how to configure this stuff, there is a little video that you can watch here, link to it, that shows you how to do this, but you will need to have access to log into whatever domain register your domain's in, and that should be willing to be good to go. But if I click on this, it'll come back and say could not find it because it doesn't exist, but you'll get an error. If you don't get an error, what you're going to do is it's going to come back and add the domain here, and it's going to pop up another little screen that says, great, the domain is now added. What funnel or website do you want to tie this domain to? Like, what is it? What domain or website does it go to? So you can pick whatever funnel, whatever funnel or website it goes to. And then now that you do that, you can now test it. That domain will now go directly to your website or funnel inside of Highlevel, and everything should be good to go. And you will need to do that for every domain and a subdomain that you have. So domain like eliteagency.com, but if you have like members.eliteagency.com for your membership site, you'll need to do that one. app.eliteagency.com, that one will need to be added. You see, all of those will need to be added if you're going to be using them inside of Highlevel. So just to give you a heads up on that one. Now, with that is going to get you probably at least 90-95% of the way there. There's also always going to be some tweaks that you need to be able to do. With my affiliate system, if you're going to look at this, if you go underneath the automation, there are several folders that I've created here for this. So if you do like lead management, so let's just say if all of my workflows are always going to be in draft mode, because I don't want them to be published immediately and then start firing off based upon things happening. I want you to be able to control that. So let's just say if you wanted to come into the client and start turning all the lead management workflows, you will need to come into the Facebook Messenger bot. So here's a workflow that controls all the Facebook messengers. And all this is basically just gets it to the point where when somebody contacts you with Facebook, it automatically asks them for their email address and phone number to update their customer record. And then once we get all that, then it sends them to another workflow that handles the main lead management for all the leads that you have coming in. But that way you're converting everybody from all these different channels into one of like having just an SMS conversation. So you will need to come in here and configure these for your clients. If you wanted to turn them on, you will have to publish them, and then they're live, and then they're ready to go. So you will need to do some follow-up on that one. And I really believe that was it. That was all I have for you. But hopefully you enjoyed this onboarding. I know it's been long, and I know I can't always get everybody 100% there without having a strategy call or booking something with you, because it's just impossible to do every variation of wherever you're at. But hopefully you've got enough. There's a free course you can take. Access it below on the link. that will need to be done first to get your business set up. Then once your business is set up, then you can start setting up client businesses. And then using this video, you should be able to do all of that. And then if you sign up under my link for my affiliate, you will get the bonuses from my affiliate Snapshot, my onboarding course that you can give the clients as well, so they could do some of this. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, I really appreciate some feedback. If there's stuff that's in the onboarding that you want, you're not being cruel if you leave me a comment saying, hey Ray, you forgot this, to include with this. I might create another video or at least answer it for you here so that other people will have that too, because if you have a question regarding something, most likely somebody else does too. So please leave a comment. Let me know how well you liked the video, if it worked for you, if it was what you were looking for, if there's anything else that you want. I always appreciate it. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please do so. Thank you so much, and I appreciate it, and have a great day. Hey, I want to thank you again for visiting my channel and give you one more little thing here. If you are interested in Highlevel and getting some additional high-level training, please see the link in the description below. I do have a free course I'm offering that covers everything related to Highlevel and gives you all the information that you need to know. Thank you so much and have a great day.